is Thursday, July 25th, 2024. I'm Chris Bremo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. This is a quick intro recording that I'm doing 12 hours after recording this crossword originally. I recorded it early this morning and only realized after the whole thing was done that none of the video recorded. Well, actually, it recorded my face. It recorded my face and the audio, but strangely, I don't know, there must have been some sort of caching issue. The recording was of yesterday's crossword. The video, the actual solve, was just a static frame from yesterday's crossword. So none of my live solve today recorded. So I had absolutely no time to do anything about this before I had to head out of the flat this morning. So what I've just done now is I've re-recorded an actual solve of the grid solve on behind the original audio for this morning. So I've tried to essentially mime the solving of the grid along with the voice that recorded this morning. So it'll be, apologies if there are little things that are a second or two out of sync here because I couldn't remember exactly the order in which I clicked things. So I was essentially following along to my own voice in my ear and trying to match with the keyboard what I was actually saying from this morning. So I hope that makes sense. In any case, I'm just going to cut back to my introduction from this morning and we'll get on with the video. Thanks for bearing with me and apologies for the late posting today. It's a Thursday crossword today, so this puzzle will have a more interesting or intricate or involved theme, and this interesting, intricate, or involved edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Laura, Sexton, Alex, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do sustain this series, make it an ongoing part of my daily work, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you to those 5, and thanks to everybody who's a patron of the channel at any level. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to join their ranks, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link underneath the video, where you'll find all of the bonus videos available to patrons, as well as, for benefactors like those 5, the Let's Check the Crosses official Daily Solve mug. Thank you so much to everybody who does support the channel that way. And thanks if you subscribe on YouTube, which is a big help. You can also, of course, like the videos, comment from time to time, and join the Daily Solve Discord chat server, which is a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. Do check it out. And with that all said, let's get on to today's crossword, a potentially slightly trickier Thursday puzzle by Damon Golchinski, who's constructed, I think actually a few dozen, I forgot to check this, few dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano, and let's find out what's going on with today's theme. Let's start solving. Build up. Is this slightly wider than it is tall, or my eyes just playing tricks on me? No, I think it is. I think it's 16 wide and 15 tall. Yeah, I think that's the case. Okay, we may or may not find out why that is, but let's start solving. Build up. So it could be a mass, as in to collect a pile of something, or erect, maybe to build something up, to sort of construct it. I'm not sure. Blank. Alec Douglas Hume, former British PM, former British Prime Minister. So build up could therefore be a mass. Pike relative. So this is a fish, presumably. Oh, no, it's not. It's a weapon. Lance. We're not talking about Pike the fish. I think we're talking about pike as in, a spear-like weapon. Hit the ball well in baseball slang. Mash? I honestly have no idea. I don't know this slang term. Not a fan of. If you're not a fan of something, you're anti it. You're against it. And symbols of sovereignty are scepters, maybe? In the sense of, an emperor or a monarch of some sort might possess a scepter indicating sovereignty, and they are the sovereign, and they embody personally the sovereignty of the nation. I'm not certain this is right, but it certainly is the case. I mean, it is an accurate answer, whether or not it's the answer to this clue. Big name in this looks good, because big name in cosmetics, Estee is an Estee Lauder, famous cosmetician. And then hit the ball well in baseball slang. Yeah, it could be MASH. That could be right. Nabisco cookie brand. Chips Ahoy. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, I was thinking of those packaged little chocolate chip cookies, but maybe that's not what this is. What about this? Views as the future. Sees fate or sees... Views the future. Sees into the future. Views the future. That's what it is. Either parent of Zeus, a Titan. So the Titans were the kind of predecessors to the Olympian pantheon of the Greek gods. And council, abbreviation, council. What would you call a council? Sort of panel or an association or a... Not sure. Oh, maybe counsel in the sense of a lawyer, an attorney. You might refer to an attorney as, someone's counsel. So it could be ATT, short for attorney, and of course it's telling us it's going to be abbreviated. So what is this then? This really looks like it would be Chips Ahoy. I mean, I see that it has an asterisk, which suggests it's part of the theme. So maybe we're modifying it in some way, but I don't obviously yet know how. Specialty espresso drink, a macchiato. I still want this to be an H. No, that doesn't work. Okay, well, if this were an H, no, I'm not sure. Specialty espresso drink, latte, macchiato, cappuccino, cortado. I don't know. Oh, mocha something? Could be. Let's look at this. Adjective that's been called one of the most hated words in the English language. This is moist. I don't remember if I know the origin of this, but I definitely remembered, I don't know, sort of early 2000s maybe. This is almost sort of a meme of people discussing how revolting they found the word moist. So I'm pretty sure that's the answer. I couldn't necessarily explain to you the origin of that. Hunter in the night sky, Orion. Hunter constellation in the sky. We is itsy tiny. The whole blank, the whole shebang, the whole... Don't know. Browning, who directed 1931's Dracula. Oh, Todd Browning, I think. Prefix meaning straight or correct. Ortho as in orthogonal, so, connected directly to something. Straight on. Or orthodox, sort of the correct or typical manner of doing something. The whole blank, the whole... Gave credit where credit is due. Oh, cited. Oh, this isn't itsy, it's itty. Okay, so pretty much the same word, but there we go. So the whole, what is this? Oh, it's an exclamation point. Right, so Chips Ahoy, the brand name, I guess has an exclamation point in it as actually part of the name. It's styled that way on the packaging, it must be. And an exclamation point is a bang. That's a... the name of that, that's how that punctuation mark can be referred to. And the word shebang is part of the phrase the whole shebang. And so I think what's probably going on is we're going to be entering punctuation marks and using them as their names for the downs and as the punctuation mark itself for the acrosses. Could be. So maybe something like question. Maybe we'll have a question somewhere and a phrase will end with the word question. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you might know the bang. Honestly, it might be more frequently used in the phrase interrobang, which is a punctuation mark that combines a question mark and an exclamation point. So it's sort of using a portmanteau of, interrogative and bang. Okay, well, good. I think we figured it out. So let's keep going. Pilates class equipment. A mat? No, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oops. Like some accounts, oral accounts, you could explain something to somebody. Let's see if that helps. Transforms, morphs, transmogrifies. Transforms. Okay, juvenile rebuttal. Are so, maybe? This is one of those sort of playground retort clues in which we could In theory, put any number of answers. Am not, am so, are2, are not, etc. All these different things. So we have to just find the one that fits with the crosses. And this one does, so let's see if it continues to. Pilates, oh, maybe it is mats. Maybe it's mats plural. That would fit. Out of bounds. Exciting in a noisy or violent way. Okay, I don't know. Singer who coaches on The Voice familiarly. Familiarly. Okay, this is someone's nickname. I don't know. I've never seen The Voice. English town known for its mineral springs, Epsom. Also associated with Epsom salts used, to relax in the bath, for instance. Okay, out of bounds. Don't know still. Exciting in a noisy or violent way. Oh, maybe there's an exclamation, not an exclamation, but a punctuation mark here? Yeah, there is. Major fantasy sports platform. Okay, so then what would slam bang. Oh, they're all going to be exclamation points. That's it? It's not that they're different punctuation marks. I was thinking maybe we'll have a period or a full stop and a question mark. No, I don't think so. They're all going to be bang because this is slam bang, which you could describe, a really noisy, exciting scene as a kind of slam bang scene. Okay, so this probably is maths. And then, Reba McEntire maybe is on this show. Out of bounds taboo, something that is, I guess, sort of not orthodox. Okay, good. So there we go. So major fantasy sports platform. Oh, does Yahoo run fantasy sports? It must do. Okay, so there we go. And Yahoo certainly famously has an exclamation point in its logo. All right, musical aptitude is you have a good ear. You have good musical aptitude would be a synonymous phrase. That's right. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Ones doing impressions are apers or something like that. If you ape someone, you do an impression of them. Speller's clarification, you could say as in. So you could say, P as in papa to indicate what it is you're saying for clarity. First actor to portray a Bond villain, Le Chiffre, 1954. I don't know. Really don't know who this is. I'm not even sure. I've not even seen this because this would have been pre-Connery. This maybe there was a Bond television series, I think, in which Bond was made to be American, but I've never seen it. Okay, so totally perplexed at sea, or maybe I don't know. Maybe this could have been a radio play as well. I don't know. Many baseball buckets, trays. This is 3 pointers. I think in basketball, a bucket would be a basket. Okay, British unit of mass. British unit of mass. I don't mean stone, like a weight. You could measure your body's mass in stones. I really thought this was going to be right. Maybe this is wrong. Many basketball buckets. I'm going to try stone and see if that works. So what would this be then? I have no idea about this one, unfortunately. Stone could be wrong. Let's try this and see. Oh, is it just mocha latte? Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I put that in? Oh, now this looks like a complete disaster. Feature of would. Oh, no, but it's a contraction. Feature of woulda, coulda, or shoulda. Contraction or a. I don't know what this is. This just looks like a complete mess. This doesn't look like it's possibly correct. Mocha latte. How could it not be that? I'm going to leave all this, even though I know that obviously some of it's wrong. And just keep solving and try and figure out what is the conflict. Head off. Deter. Okay. Sees into might be wrong. Views as the future. Sees into the. Scepters. I've not spelled this correctly. Well, I've spelled it, I guess, in the British English manner, but no, it'll be spelled this way in U.S. English. Okay, so scepters, T-E-R-S. Does that help? Sees into. No, this still looks. No, it is right. It is right. This is a silent L. Woulda, coulda, or shoulda. All of those have a silent L that you don't pronounce. Right. Okay. There we go. Good. This is all fine, I think. So George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire, for one. Well, that's a big, long saga, isn't it? It's a whole series of long fantasy novels. So head off. Okay, to avert disaster, to head off disaster. Good. It's all fine. Songwriter Novello. Ivor Novello was a famous early 20th century songwriter. He's a character. He's actually depicted in the excellent Robert Altman film Gosford Park. He's a sort of minor character in that film. Scroll holder, an ark, like the Torah, could be held in an ark. Plant in the allium family. Onions are leeks. Here we go. Are alliums. So there we go. Good. Finishes in grand style, like the answers to the starred clues. Goes out with a bang. Yes, good. All right, and we've done exactly that. This is nice because it gives you a hint as well to what's going on with the downs. If you don't know that an exclamation point could be referred to as a bang, this is a helpful revealer in that way. Because the phrase goes out with a bang is very well known. Okay, twos. It's just, why don't I think of that? 2 pointers as opposed to 3 pointers. Not really sure why that. I guess just because I don't talk about basketball very often. Teller of tales. A bard, maybe, in sort of classical terms, or kind of medieval terms, you might refer to as a bard, a storyteller, a musical storyteller, perhaps. Oscar-winning Anne Hathaway. Also the name of the wife of the Bard of Avon, Shakespeare. I wonder if that was an intentional little matching. Meadow call. Ba, just sheep saying ba, I think. Gelatin substitute in vegan recipes, agar or agar. One of the more amusingly named ingredients. And blank Dune, Lorna Doone. There we go. I think Lorna Doone was actually in the puzzle just within the last few days. I could be wrong, but I think within the last week. Classic children's song about a lark. Alouette. This is the French song. Alouette. I actually don't remember any of the lyrics. Well, doesn't matter. That's the song. And it's about a bird. A lark. Is it Gentil Alouette? Is it Gentle Alouette? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, was neighbors with. Bordered? So if a country was neighbors with another country, it bordered that country, for instance. And then get more of the same, maybe. Reorder. If you reorder, you get more of the same. Okay, so is it Peter Lorre? What is this? And Peter Lorre would be a great Bond villain. What? I wonder what this is. 1954. Huh. Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder if it's that television series or if it's something else. How children's books are often read. They're often read aloud to the children. One of 4 in Earth's history, eons, I guess. I couldn't tell you what these eons are specifically, but it must be the case. Ran, not sure. Willa Cather novel set in 1880s Nebraska. Oh, Pioneers. And that also has an exclamation point at the end of the title. There we go. All right. Willa Cather, the author of Oh, Pioneers and My Antonia, for instance. It's very well known for that as well. Ran. Oh, right. And this will be bang. I can look at that. Rigid bracelets. Bangles. There we go. Good. Great. Hardship. A trial would be a difficult time. Present or yeah, no, it is. I was going to say it could be present, but no, it's not. It's present because it's present tense grammatically, in language. Criminal group, a ring, so, drug ring or something like that. RSVP convenience would be an SASE, a self-addressed stamped envelope, might be sent with a request for an RSVP so that the person can easily send it back without expense. Outlines are edges of a shape, for instance. All right. So here we have aptly named 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Okay, I have no idea. What about this? Blank Day and the Nights, band that performs Shout in Animal House. I don't know. Is this, I actually don't even know. Is this a fictional band or a real band? I don't know. I haven't seen Animal House in a very long time. Nickname for un padre. Papa, probably. Aptly named two. Okay, I don't know that. One of 11 in the 12 days of Christmas. 11, it must be pipers piping. I can never remember the specific order or quantity, but that fits. So I'm sure it's right. Ran. What is this? Don't know. Digression of sorts. And Belgian town known for its mineral springs is Spa, from which we derive the word spa, and or that we derive it in this context. And then we had another, didn't we have it? Yes, we had Epsom. We had another mineral springs, Clued town. There we go, very good. Just on the other side of the channel. Aptly named two-time Super Bowl MVP. Oh, star maybe, because they're a star, because they're successful. It could be star with two R's. Does that work with this? Yes, it does. So if a television channel ran a program, it aired it. There we go. So this is probably star. And Otis Day in the Night. I thought it was going to be Otis, but I didn't actually specifically remember it. It just seemed like a name that would fit. Okay, digression of sorts. Oh, an aside. Oh, this is Poppy. There we go. Okay, yes, that is a nickname for a father. So there we go. Creates buzz for. Hypes, maybe? Hype something up, you create buzz for it. Organization that delivers the U.S. Postal Service, USPS. Fine-grained wood. Maybe? You wood? I don't know very much about you wood specifically and its grain, but it would fit. Currency units in Nepal and Sri Lanka. I don't know. I wish I could just put this right in, but I can't think at the moment. Rocks out to heavy metal, say. Head bangs. So we're going to put an exclamation point here, and then an S here, and then this will have an exclamation point. And it's slogan in the 2016 Republican presidential primary. 3 letters with an exclamation point. What on earth is that? Wow. I don't know. It's not going to be wow. Interesting. Currency. Rupees. Spanish region with a namesake wine, Rioja. There we go. I do recognize that. Union gain, question mark. Oh, in-law. So union in the sense of a marriage. You enter into a marriage, into a union, and then you gain in-law relatives. Okay, if one had too much, for short, one OD'd, overdosed. You had too much of something potentially dangerous. And anesthetized would be if you're if you're anesthetized, you're under general anesthetic. So you're on. Oh, I know what this is. Slogan of the 2016 Republican presidential primary. This is so odd remembering this actually now. But Jeb Bush's slogan, yeah, it was Jeb with an exclamation point. That's what it was. That's so weird. I do remember that actually. That's what it was. Good. All right. So managed to find some very different, some exclamation point phrases of very different length, which is good for variety. Anyway, Academy newbie is plebe. I think in military academies, perhaps this is used to refer to first year, entrance. Son of Zeus. Oh, Ares, god of war, son of Zeus. Ares was in the grid just a day or two ago, and there we go. That was the Thursday crossword. We've gone out with a bang today. Chips Ahoy, Yahoo, O Pioneers, and Jeb. So these are not strictly synonymous. We have Chips Ahoy and O Pioneers are sorry, synonymous is not what I meant. I meant to say symmetrically disposed. So Chips Ahoy and O Pioneers are not symmetrically disposed. Sorry, they are, but Yahoo and Jeb are not. But honestly, I think it's worth it to get Jeb in there because I just think that's a very funny, sort of strange little political history quirk there. So completely worth breaking the symmetry. But yeah, there's our goes out with a bang theme, and we've used the exclamation point, the bang, to help spell some additional phrases: shebang, slam bang, bangles, and head bangs. And it's nice that they aren't all just using bang in the sense of, because the whole shebang and slam bang, those are both kind of using bang. They both evoke the kind of meaning of a bang, but bangles is just using those letters in a completely different way. So it's nice to get at least a bit of linguistic variety in that way. And there we go. That was our Thursday crossword. And I guess I did wonder at the beginning why it was slightly wider, and it's in order to accommodate the phrase goes out with a bang. You simply need 16 letters in order to spell that. So I think that was a completely legitimate reason to slightly widen the grid. And there we have it. That was the Thursday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with the Friday themeless puzzle. Do join me for that possibly tricky edition. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.